Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. We continue the two-part approach for the BJT as analysis, and in this part, we analyze deeply about this BJT, and if we connect the BJT to the source resistor here, we have the source resistance and then for source voltage here. This is the source voltage Vs here. Okay, and then we have the Rs. Rs is a source resistance. In the application, the source resistance and the source voltage is like the block circuit before this amplifier, or if we connect to the instrumentation, measurement instrumentation, it's like the signal source. So signal source is we can represent the signal source by the source voltage and then source resistor. Okay, and then we have, this is our two-port system before. We already discussed in the part 1. Okay, so if we put the source resistance Rs here and then Vs in the input of the BJT, what's happened in the two-port approach? So you remember that if we didn't connect the input voltage to the, this is the input voltage, to the source resistor and voltage source voltage, so the phase input is phase input, but here we have the another connection in the input, so the phase input is equal to, it's like voltage divider. We have the input resistor here, Ri here, and also the Rs here. So it's like another voltage divider. Before we see the voltage divider in the output side, because we connect to the load resistor. But here in input side, if we connect the source resistance, we have the another voltage divider in the input. So Vi is equal to Ri Vs per Ri plus Rs here. Okay, so we remember that Vo output if Vnl dot Vi, and Vi is here, so we can see that Vo is Vnl dot Ri per Ri plus Rs Vs. Okay, and AVS is the gain if we connect to the voltage, source voltage and source resistance. So AVS is VO per Vs. Okay, this is the VO and this is the Vs here. Okay, AVS is VO per Vs is Ri per Ri plus Rs AVNL. Okay, so is we put Vs over there. Okay, so we got that AVS is V over Vs is these equations. Okay, so how if we connect the output port to the load, something like that. So we connect to the load RL here like before. So now we have the load resistor in the output and then source resistor in the input. So this is the output side, and then this is the input side. Okay, and then what's happened in the input side, we find that Vi is Ri Vs per Ri plus Rs. Okay, so we can write that from here we can write that Vi per Vs is equal to Ri per Ri plus Rs, like this one. And then in the output side, we see that the VO is equal to RL per RL plus RO AV and L dot VI in using the voltage divider in the output. This is the RL and this is the RO, and then this is the source voltage AV and L dot VI. And I already discussed in part 1. So we got that VO is equal to RL plus per RL plus RO dot AV and L dot VI. Or we can write that AV, the voltage gain, is VO per VI. Okay, so it's equal to the RL AVNL per RL plus RO. So from here we can write this equation. So for the total gain, AVS is equal to VO per VS is equal to VO is RL per RL plus RO dot AVNL dot okay, so before this one, before I draw this equation, okay, maybe before I have to explain here. Okay, I'm sorry. So AVS is VO per VS. So we can write that VO per VS is VO per VI dot VI per VS. It's like this one, right? So from here, VO per VI is the RL AV and L per RL plus RO dot VI per VS is the RI per RI plus RS, like this one. Okay, so this is the total gain. So this is the AVS. Okay. Then since for the gain, current gain is AI is minus AV, RI per RL, because of AI, II is VI per RI. Okay. Or if we want to using the current gain, the total current gain, we using the IS is equal to Vs per Rs plus Ri. Yeah, Is is here. Okay, Is is here. Okay, so Is is Vs per Rs plus Ri because this is the series. So we got this equation. So we can write AIS is minus AVS dot RS plus RI per RL. So this is the total current gain. Okay, so I think this is the all of this two-part approach. We know that what is the total gain. The total gain is AVS. We can write by using this equation. And then if we connect to the source resistance and then load resistance, we already discussed in this second part. Okay, I think this is all of my presentation for the two-part system. Thank you very much for your attention. Good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.